Hey guys, Ash Lane here. Today I'm coming at you with some Titan League gameplay, but instead of my usual offensive highlight and focus, I'm going to bring you some defensive strategy this time, and it's a little minor one, but it's something I thought I'd share with you guys because we're always talking about adjusting to the game and zigging where people zag. So what I've done to this base design, now I'm still using this base design while pushing for my trophy layout. And why am I still using it? Because it still continues to win. Now, obviously, it's tempting at times to switch to something that's newer and, you know, the bigger, brighter thing that just happened, the newer thing. But this base still gets me wins up here in the 4400s. As you can see, I haven't had a Life in the Clouds episode in quite a while, and that's mainly because I'm just not pushing. I'm kind of staying here in the 4,300 to 4,500 trophy range, just kind of practicing new attacks and whatnot, but it's pretty easy to stay at this level once you get here, and the main reason is because of defenses with a base like this. Now, what are the big adjustments I've made since the last time I've shared this base design with you guys? Well, there are a few, right? The air sweeper used to be where this gold mine is, but now the air sweeper is way over here. That's because if I had the air sweeper where the gold mine is, it was creating a nice even funnel for the golems to go ahead and hop into the center of the base, and nobody wants that. If the golems jump into the center of this base, it's pretty much a lost attack. So on top of that, I've also moved this air sweeper one square down from where it used to be. I put the dark elixir storage over here. And the reason I'm not too worried about this air sweeper is because the clan castle, obviously being in this southern corner of the inner compartment, is going to stop the funnel of golems going to the center of the base. So you will see over here I have to be much more careful as I have an expo that will funnel the troops right to the center. So what other changes have I made here? Well, the main change is that I have two expos on ground now. Two expos on ground. I guess that's not the main one, but I'm teasing the main change. The main change is that both Inferno towers are set to single target. Now, I would not advocate doing this in Clan Wars, but I think you can feel somewhat safe in Clan Wars going one Inferno Tower single target and one multi-target. Now, when defending, when choosing what to set your Inferno setting to, single or multi, when defending, I always try to, if possible, keep the one closest to the Queen on single target. That will help to deter 3-star attacks like LavaLoonion, because it's really tough to get the Queen down in the first phase of the attack if there's a single target Inferno Tower next to her, because it's gonna eat into those golems and the heroes. Now, in this base, that's not really relevant, but if, for example, the Queen was over here, for example, in this base design or your base design, it'd be smart to keep that Inferno Tower set to single target, and then you have a pretty good hybrid defensive setup going on. Now, that aside, let's go ahead and see what's been going on defensively up here. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is I have 2 defensive wins. Okay, I lied. The first thing you notice is that I got 3-starred. Well, that was my own fault. I was actually flying and out of state all weekend, and I was not able to fill my clan castle, and that will get you every time. Now, this attack should have been a 2-star attack, but I will show you it just because it's interesting getting 3-starred up here, right? But I do want to focus on the defensive wins. Now, it's only been 4 replays that I've switched to both being single target Infernos. So I do want to cover those first, and then I'll end today's episode with a 3-star attack. How does that sound, guys? Good? Okay, let's do it. So let's go ahead and replay. Now, while I show this replay, let me talk briefly about why I've gone both single target. Well, most of you guys already know that the last update, they actually buffed the Inferno Towers, so now that their damage is still the same, but I guess overall damage has gone up, meaning that they power up much quicker, so they're able to put an output of damage much, much sooner. Now, some suspicious wall breaker activity here. They're using a little bit of a barbarian cover to get those wall breakers in. It's going to be in the northeastern half of the base. You're going to come in now. And this attacker is in the Glory Chinese clan, very popular clan, and he's going to engage, like I said, from the northeast. Now, the reason I have the 2 single targets, if I can get back to my train of thought there, was that I'm seeing literally 4 out of every 5 attacks against my base are go wipe or go wee wee attacks. Mostly go wipe lately for whatever reason. And these attacks just rely so heavily on the P.E.K.K.A.s and Golems, heavy hit point units, and the heroes. So by having 2 supercharged single target level 3 Inferno towers, it's really helped take down those targets. Now, even if you have 2 freeze spells, like this attacker does, for example, and these attackers are all plus 4,500 troops, so these are not noob attackers. They know what they're doing. They'd win, I'd guess, at a clip of at least 80%. So you see here, probably more than that, probably 90%. But you see here, it just gets very overwhelming. When your troops go to the center, as you can see, the golems are going to go around because I made those adjustments to the base I talked about at the start of this video. And then it's just so hard because by the time the queen gets through with the lava hound in the clan castle, it's going to be too much damage, too many units still standing in the center there, and they're going to lock onto that queen and get her down. Now, obviously, before the update, this would have been an easy 2-star attack probably, but after the update, these Inferno towers get that queen down so quickly, and he's not going to be able to find the snipes. And another cool thing about this base is there's no easy snipes. Obviously, there's going to be one here just because of the defensive units he was able to take down, but you always have a fast-shooting archer tower guarding pretty much every unit in the base. Now, speaking of every unit in the base, there is one area you might want to snipe. Where is it? Okay, it was not this map. I take it back. It was a different map that I set up a little air defense area, but this is actually pretty good. So let's go ahead and show the other replay here by Medi, and this actually just happened a couple hours ago. So after this replay went down, I was like, okay, I got to show these guys some of the benefits to the multi-target Inferno towers. So this is an attack using 3 jump spells, pretty popular troop, and the spell setup here against in the Titan 2, Titan 1, Titan 3 range, I guess all Titan League, right? So he comes in with the golems here, a pretty wide spread, which is interesting. You usually like to get one spread, or one batch of kill team golems heading towards the center in the middle of those 2 jump spells. That's why using 3 jumps is sometimes not enough. Sometimes you bring 4 jumps if you want to try this strategy. Either that or obviously a handful of wall breakers. But you can see either way, Medi's going to go into the base. You can tell he only wanted to face one of those Inferno towers at a time. So it could have been a little bit of a mistake there going into the base with the 2 jump spells being that he knew were going to deter the golems quite a bit. Now you see the king is going to go down really fast, and he used 1 freeze spell already. You can tell at this point he's like, okay, I'm going to save that second freeze for the archer queen in case she gets in range of that town hall. But the beautiful thing about this base is there's a lot of high hit point units such as that clan castle right in the queen's way. Now he's going to use the freeze right now, and he has to use the Archer Queen ability because she had, I think, a cannon, a wizard tower, and a Tesla locked onto her, and it's just not even going to be nearly enough. You can see these 2 single targets are very dangerous. Now, am I keeping this base even longer? Am I keeping this base, forever? No, the answer is going to be no. I mean, the base is definitely not impossible. It's definitely relatively easy to 2-star if you really have the army for it, though. If you have an army like this with 3 jump spells, it makes it really difficult, because no matter how you use 3 jump spells, I mean, I guess the best way to use 3 jump spells would be all along the outside of the walls, not in the interior, and then count on your Archer Queen to snipe the town hall down, because you really need to engage this base from 3 different points, unless you're using a more unorthodox strategy like Mass Witch. But rarely do people push with a Mass Witch strategy. If you're using that strategy, you can just come in at one of these entry points, do west here, or do east right over here. If I can get there we go, right over here. So anyway, either way, he's not using that strategy. Another win. You can see their big cup wins too, which is good for me. Let's see where these attackers were at here. So the first one was at 46-47, and the second one 46-35. So it really ruined their days, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and cover this 25 cup loss, 3-star attack. Now, of course, many of you are probably thinking by now, Ash, isn't this very vulnerable against air attacks? And believe it or not, it holds up pretty well against air attacks for the most part. Now, if you're using 4 Lava Hounds, pretty difficult to stop you, because 4 Lava Hounds is obviously the single targets are going to take down 2 of those Lava Hounds really quickly, but then using some freeze spells, it's really pretty easy to get the troops in there. You see this attacker is actually going to use haste spells as well, and then he uses the rage spell right in the center of the base, freezing that last Inferno tower, and he's really going to totally devastate the base here. He's going to get the balloons are all going to take down the town hall right there. Then he's going to save his heroes for the top because he knows he has his 3-star in the bag. Now, obviously, if there were clan castle troops in there, it would have been a 2-star attack for sure. So not taking anything away from GT's staying, really great attack, really. And he kind of got lucky, and I kind of got silly by not remembering to fill my clan castle. But you know how it is. Traveling can be hectic as is. The last thing I was thinking about while boarding my flight was making sure that I had clan castle troops, which, to my discredit, I probably should have made sure. If I'm up this high in trophies, might as well try to maintain, right? But anyway, I think my dog is barking. He wants to go out. I think that's going to signify the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed these defenses at Town Hall 10 in Titans League, and I hope you guys will consider maybe making 1 or 2 of your Inferno towers set to single target. It's worked for me, as you can see. Hope it works for you guys as well. At least you know the benefits and the idea. So guys, thanks again for tuning in, and please tell your clanmates about me. I really appreciate it. Word is spreading, and it's all because of you guys. I owe a huge thank you to all of you. Thanks again. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care, guys.
Hi guys, you have reached the end of Ash's video, and if you want to see my channel, you can go on YouTube and check Clash with Ed. You'll see more awesome high-level content videos, and I hope you enjoyed Ash's video. Give him some comments, some likes. He's just like me. He loves them, and the motherfucker will reply you. Ed out. Bye.